The message that I'd send to the public sector.
The message I would give to the public sector.
I think that the main message is
getting local people involved in how we are designing the service that they have and how they can support delivery is essential.
Basically, you don't know how much work we actually put into the place. That has to be done voluntary, that you do get paid for.
That the voluntary sector can actually fetch a lot of added value into Cornwall through the people that they represent and the volunteers that they're able to establish.
That since the withdrawal of the low and the moderate bans from adult care and support, we are getting an increasing number of requests for helping elderly people.
Well, Cornwall Rural Community Council and particularly the Community Buildings Advisory Service will support the objectives of the local authority by supporting the organisations such as Community Buildings, who then go on to have such a diverse range of activities involved inside that they're going to be addressing priorities which are local and national government.
The funding is due to run out in April 2011 and it is not certain at the moment whether Penwith Powers will be able to continue.
I think too often we separate organisations from people, and we also separate public service from the people that the service is on behalf of. So I think we've got to look at things differently in the future. We've got to develop a different way of working, and that means looking at who controls what and who has the power, and sort of breaking down those barriers so that we're more inclusive.
Just don't forget young carers, because they're a really important part of the community, and quite often as young people they're forgotten. And I think it's so important today that we recognise what a responsibility they have and what an important role they have in their home.
I'd really like to encourage the public sector to first be very aware of the benefit that's delivered through community buildings, and then to invest in that benefit, because often the voluntary sector is very well placed to deliver these types of community benefits, and they offer excellent value for money.
Just basically to be treated like the others do, who are actually government-led. Just because this isn't government-led doesn't mean that we shouldn't have the same funding that other private sectors do.
when they take in isolation certain elements of work, they need to look more broadly than that and make sure they understand exactly the full width of support that's going into a community, be it supporting volunteers with Volunteer Cornwall, be it supporting carers. There's lots of other implications of things that hang on rather than exactly the specifics of their direction.